Killer Cali, you go closer. You like a lot of to the like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick a to your nose, this rolling stone.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. On the visiting sideline, there is the Bengals head coach. This guy's perfect on the new season. 5 games, 5 wins in the early going. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, we're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 5. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 4. A quick slant taken by Chase. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Micah Parsons in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Micah Parsons is going to need to be accounted for more going forward. Already his 2nd sack on this opening possession. Here's Flacco to throw. And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack. Micah Parsons. What a quarter this has been. Already his 3rd sack of the game. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchback. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling, multiple wins going into their bye week, and I can tell you what, the energy around that building, going into a bye, know you're playing really good ball, it makes that week a lot better, certainly than the alternative.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here we go. Yellow. Cut.
From the gun, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
52 Bulls. Snap. Red. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. It's second down.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Cut.
Back to throw is Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is caught. And he's in. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. It's his second touchdown of the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran big Jonathan Hankins in there to end it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they begin with 3rd and 8. To throw is Flacco. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That stop made by Byron Young. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Flacco to throw. He'll set up the screen to Brown.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. nobody was getting back into their drops and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing, Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Packers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10.
5-6, red 38. Check,
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready. 45. What?
To throw is Love. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 1st down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted.
So it's 3rd down, and just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. Even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Packers offense ready to get back at it. Been a mixed bag so far. Very sharp looking on that opening drive for a touchdown. That pretty well was given right back with the pick 6 just a moment ago. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Ready?
Throwing is Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set. Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Now Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Let's go. Pitch ready.
Second down throw for Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Fight, 97.
On play action, Love. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
10 black.
Here's Love. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
60 red.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's gone. And will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Ready, ready. 45. White. Cut.
To throw is Love. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
And remember, he threw that pick 6 on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
Edo blue.
On second down, Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
6. Mega. Cut.
Throwing here on third and goal. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
It's 4th and goal.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Down, right, white, 10 black, red, yellow. Ready?
Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big one there to start the second half. 54 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set, red, smash, red. 52 blue. You, yellow.
Here's Love to throw. This one broken up. And it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Set, come on, set. Black 40, hey, go Fury. Hut.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
33, yellow. Check, hut.
Love to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Ja'Marr Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. He's been the go-to guy in this offense for the first half of the season. You can see it there. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Flacco. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Now Flacco. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one. Here's Flacco. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. Was brought down, and pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Flacco. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the wall. Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Cycle.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead. On the ground, it's Brown. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. With Jarius Sneed in on the stop. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing, Flacco. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll run here with Brown. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. To throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Packers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Rolling right. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain or 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Sticky, green, ready.
They'll drop to throw. A pass taken in by Watson. The Packers go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the Bengals' 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 6, 7.
From the gun, it's Love. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's another Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Left side, he finds Kraft. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Love. There's Kraft to the tight end. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a 1st down. He's forced out just shy of the mark. Now 2nd and inches.
45. Wide. Set.
To throw is Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he will get cut down short and shy of the 20-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Here's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Back to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins. There's the catch. Now final chance to stop it here. Timeout coming with 10 seconds remaining in the game.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Back to the air one more time. Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, it's a win for the Packers. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.